Hi, friends. So today I wanted to talk about 10 life lessons that I learned just going through ups and downs in life, just being, just part of being human, it's part of life. And, and just what I learned throughout the years from reading the scripture and just everything you go through in life. So the first thing I learned about life is no one is going to save you. So if you have any like childhood trauma, or you're going through a divorce, or you're heartbroken, or anything like that, any kind of trauma or anything that you're going through, no one's going to save you. You have to be able to save yourself. Yes, you can go to counseling. Yes, you can go to the therapy and have someone to talk to. You can have someone to talk to. You can have family members and things like that. Yes, but no one is really going to save you. You have to be able to save yourself. You have to be able to learn from those lessons and say, okay, and just try to do better. Because a lot of times, especially if it's someone that's going through trauma, you roll that over to the next relationship and you think that that person is going to save you, or they're going to fix the problem or make the situation better for you. But you have to be able to save yourself. You have to be able to heal whatever childhood trauma you've been through, whether it's abandonment, neglect, abuse, whatever it is. You have to be able to resolve those, and you have to save yourself. That's one thing that I learned. Because I think a lot of times we expect our partners to save us, or friends. You got to do it yourself, And it's hard, but I, realize that you'll realize that when you get older. The second thing that I learned about life is that you can actually have a peaceful life. It's so amazing, because I think sometimes we get caught up in like the reality shows, and even if you have a group of friends, someone's gossiping, talking bad about each other, or I've seen friends that fight each other, and the next day they're okay. Like one of my associates, her friends, they fight each other. We're not friends anymore, but this is years ago when I was younger, like 20 years ago. Don't count my age. But anyway, so like 20 years ago, they would fight each other, like fist fighting each other, and next day they're friends. I was like, that is so strange. I'm not here to judge, but if my friends put your hands on me, that's done. I'm not a fighter. I know I'll get beat up. But let's stay focused. But you can actually choose to have a peaceful life. You can have a peaceful life by setting boundaries, and respecting yourself. The main thing is creating boundaries. Because a lot of times when people first meet you, they're gonna try to cross your boundaries because they don't know you, they don't know what they can and can't push. You have to be able to push those boundaries, and you have to be happy within. So those two things, reading scriptures and meditation, has helped me out a lot. So you have to figure out what works for you. So you can definitely have a peaceful life. You don't have to have a hectic drama life. I used to think, if that's your life and that you're just stuck with it and that's it. No, you can cut them off. You can cut them off lovingly, distance yourself. You can do that. I didn't know that. I thought you had to just keep them. No, you don't. You don't. You really don't have to keep them. You can still have love for them. You can still respect them and say hi and be acquaintances, talk every now and then, but they don't have to be in your everyday life. I was like, wow, I can make that decision. Yes, you can. So the third thing I learned about, just like a life lesson, is it's important to get to know yourself. And I know a lot of times people say, spend time with yourself, and they think it's something silly. It's not silly. You have to get to know yourself and know, what do you want? What do you want out of life? Like where do you want to go? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to just date? Or want something committed? Do you want to grow in your career? What do you want? What are your boundaries? You won't be able to find that out if you don't spend time with yourself. You have to get to know yourself. Like before I met my partner, I was single for 2 years. I was like, I'm not going to date at all. I'm going to just be single and get to know myself. What do I want in a partner? What do I not want in my partner? What crosses my boundaries? What do I want? So I got to know myself. I didn't date at all for 2 years. And then I met him, and then that's it. We've been together since. So I didn't even get to date. So, which I'm happy, I'm good. But still, the point is, you have to know yourself and get to know yourself, your likes, your dislikes, your boundaries, what's crossing the line for you, what do you like, what do you like to do, what's your ideal partner. I'm not talking about like a checklist. I mean, their character-wise. Are they a good person? Will they be a good father? Are they a great provider? Are they a great communicator? Are they kind? Are they gentle? Do they listen to you? Do they make you priority? Do they spend time with you? You know, things like that. What do you look for? Not even in a relationship, even friendship. What kind of friends do you want? Do you want friends, you don't want friends that gossip. You don't want friends that talk bad about each other. Like for me, I genuinely love everybody, but I don't want to call someone my friend if they talk bad about each other, if they're always complaining. There's always something going to happen in life. You have to be able to solve those issues. So I want someone that you have to solve it. Okay, these are our alternatives, all of our alternatives. How can we solve the issue? You can't just keep dwelling on the issue. You have to figure out how to solve it. If you can't solve it, then move on. It's fine. But you can't just be complaining the whole time for months and months and months. We have to come up with a resolution or move forward. So I'm very selective with my friends. So you have to get to know yourself, your boundaries, what you want, your likes and dislikes. The fourth thing is create boundaries. If someone crosses your line, they've crossed the line, you have to be able to set those boundaries, whether it's at work, school, family, it doesn't matter. You have to create boundaries, and you have to know when your boundaries are. For me, I know when my boundaries are at this age, but a good way to know if someone crosses your boundaries is if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel kind of like unease, like, did they just really say that to me? That's crossing the boundaries, because it's making you feel uncomfortable. So obviously it's crossing something, right? So you have to once you get to know yourself a little bit more, you'll be able to know what's crossing your boundaries. Another one that I learned, life lesson, number 5, is you don't have to prove your self-worth to anybody. Sometimes, if you're in a relationship, friendship, whatever it is, they'll try to make you feel like you're not good enough, or you always got to prove yourself to them, or you got to earn their love. No. If you have to be in a relationship where you have to earn their love, you're in the wrong relationship. You're in the wrong relationship, because you shouldn't have to earn someone's love. They should love you for who you are. They should love you because you're kind, you're patient, you're loving, you spend time with them, you're there for them, you support them. A lot of good characteristics, So they should love you for those reasons, not because you have to earn your love, like beg me to. No, we're not doing that. Sorry. No. So you don't ever feel like you have to prove your self-worth to anybody, because you don't. And if you do feel like you have to, that's not a healthy relationship. That seems, I don't want to judge, but that's not a relationship that I would want to be in. You should never have to prove yourself, and no one is better than you, and you're not better than anybody. You have to humble yourself, Even if you are someone that's doing pretty well, you still have to humble yourself. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, God is the creator. He's the one that we look up to. We're all just human. We're all the same. We're human. The next thing I learned, life lesson that I learned, number 6, is to have a journal. So if you don't have anyone to talk to, it's nice to have a journal. You can start journaling and write down your thoughts. It's like you're having a conversation. It's like I have 2 journals. I have a journal that I write for God, if I'm talking to God about my day, and I have a journal on how to be on just like a journal for me on my everyday life, whatever stress, whatever I want to talk about. So I have 2 journals. Some people call it diary. It's the same thing. I think it's a journal, the one that I have at least. So just have a journal or something where you write down your feelings and your thoughts, just so you can get it out. Get those out. Get those frustrations out. Get those thoughts out. So it's good to have that. And another thing that's helped me, number 7, is read self-help books. Self-help books really help on things that you want to work on. So you want to work on, being outgoing a little bit more and meeting more friends. You can read a book being about how to meet more friends. The books I've read have been more about meditation, you're calming your mind, love, stuff like that. Any kind of psychology book, anything about disciplining what I eat and my mouth, like taming my tongue, things like that. Like the books we went over, I like a lot of self-help books. So a lot of self-help books gives you different perspectives, and it gives you different inputs from experts. Usually these are people like that are doctors, psychologists, or just great authors that've done a lot of research, you know. So I like to hear other people's perspective and see, oh, that's a good one. Because sometimes we need another point of view, a different point of view. It's good to see that. So a lot of self-help books have helped me. So I do that. Number 8 is talk to God about everything. Talk to him about something small, something big. It doesn't matter. Just have a conversation with him. Anything you need help with, talk to him and he'll be able to help you. So you can always talk to God. You're never alone. You talk to him about anything that you need. The 9th thing that's helped me is to, number 9 life lesson that I learned is that the devil is real, and he's out to destroy and kill and hurt us. So he's real. A lot of people don't want to believe that he's real. He is real. He is real. So, and you have to kind of train your mind so you don't focus on the negative things and do the devil's work and focus more on God's work. So he is real, and he is trying to hurt us and deceive us. He'll give us all these negative thoughts and make us focus on one little thing, even though you have a million things to be grateful for. He makes you focus on one little thing that doesn't even matter when you've come a long way. But he likes for you to focus on one little thing. So he's real. So don't think he's not real. He is real, and he's out to destroy all of us. So don't let it ruin your life or sabotage yourself. And the last one, number 10, life lesson that I learned, which I love so much, I talk about all the time, is it's important to have self-care. I love saying self-care. I love going to the nail salon and doing my nails and my getting pedicure, manicure. I love going to the sauna, the gym, and getting a good workout, good lift, cardio, you know. And I love doing my meditation. I do Tai Chi. I do a lot of fitness stuff. And so self-care is essential. It doesn't have to be like as intense as the things that I do, but it can be like, you know, walking your dog. It could be at-home workout. You can do at-home workout. You can do, if you like to read a book, if you like to sew, it could be journaling. It can be painting. Anything that just helps you de-stress and recharge. Anything that works for you. It could be, say you're a writer, anything that you love to do. Just, you have to give yourself time to do that. At least 2-3 times a week. To be honest, for me, I do it every day. I do an hour a day. I wake up in the morning, 5:30, I do meditation for 40 minutes, then I go to the gym for an hour, then I go to work. So I do this every day because I need it for myself to recharge. So self-care is important. Self-care is important. You have to be able to take care of yourself, your mind, your body, and your whole entire self, internal, external. So I hope these help. All right, bye guys. Thank you.